Carlton, you said that if you were in the dressing room at halftime, you'd have had him against the wall.
Oh, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. You know, one thing I don't like, and Gel will tell you this, right? You're on Sky, so millions of people are watching, and, you know, you're throwing your hands up because somebody's misplaced a pass. He's given the ball away. He's not worked hard. Not one of the players have done that to him. He's done it time and time again. And I'll tell you what it is about Sturridge, and it was when Klopp first went there. He believes he has a divine right to be playing in the side. Now, it's all right believing you have the ability and you should be playing, but you have to go out there and show it. Klopp will turn around to him and say, you've had 90 minutes against Huddersfield, with all due respect, and you've been poor. So, like Gal said, you know, there'll be no argument. You keep him there on the bench because he can produce moments of brilliance like he did against Chelsea. But today, for me, he was frustrating. He didn't work hard to get the ball. He was moaning at the rest of his teammates. You know, he's got undoubted quality, but for me, as a player in my team, I wouldn't be too happy with him at all.
The bit that surprises me about him, though, is he's part of this Liverpool squad that has a fantastic work ethic. Look at the players up front. You know, Mane, Firmino. You know, they all put Salah. They all put a shift in. You know, you know, first and foremost, as a player, that is a given. It's 100%. You can't give more than 100%. It has to be 100%. OK, sometimes it doesn't come off for you. Sometimes you don't have a great game. But it cannot be for the want of trying.
I think the problem was today, Gary, sorry to interrupt, because of the way Liverpool play, the game is all about tempo. Because of Sturridge, there was no tempo to the game, right? You could tell from Huddersfield. I think Wagner's made his mind up, knowing that perhaps Sturridge might play, that they were going to squeeze on because they knew they weren't going to threaten them behind. And all of a sudden you get kind of, I mean, no disrespect, Fabregas is a terrific player, but I felt at times at Chelsea, I felt at times at Arsenal, he slows the game down, slows the tempo of the game, and it makes it easier for the opposition to stay in the game. Huddersfield were always in that game today because of that. Whereas if you look retrospectively at the Man City game, the tempo of that game...
It's a lot more quicker.
A lot more quicker.
Yeah.
A lot more quicker.
Yeah, totally agree. You know, Liverpool have proved that they can play at the same tempo as Man City. We have seen it. Today, they were miles off the mark. Why? One possible reason, as Carlton says, is Daniel Sturridge. And if you think about the way Liverpool like to play, you know, they press high up the park. You know, arguably, your furthest man up the park, the main striker, is the one who sets that tempo, who puts players... Because the minute one goes, everybody else goes.
It sets the tone.
And the problem is, if Sturridge doesn't, well, there's no key for everybody else. And if others go and Sturridge doesn't, then it breaks down again.
Well, I'll give you just an example which can't be argued with. Lallana's been out since New Year's Day. New Year's Day. And he's gone off. When he's gone off that pitch... He couldn't have gone another minute. No. He couldn't have gone another minute.
He's got cramp in both calves.
He couldn't, and that's as simple as it is.
And was Daniel Sturridge anywhere near to getting cramp? Well, through effort and endeavour and work rate and mileage?
He might have got cramp in his mouth for moaning at other players.
It would be interesting to see what sort of mileage he covered on the pitch today compared to other players. And I would suggest it will be down on most.
Okay, so here's the thing. We saw what he did against Chelsea. We brought it up. It's on YouTube as well, on the our YouTube channel, which is Stadium Astro. So is it worthwhile keeping a player like Daniel Sturridge at Liverpool for moments like that? Or would you move him on and get someone younger, someone fresher, or something new, like a Bobby Firmino Part 2?
Well, I think he's got that impact. I don't know. It would cause a problem to me as a player if he was in the dressing room, I'll be honest with you. Now, only Jurgen Klopp... there was plenty of times in that game where we saw the frustration from Jurgen Klopp. Yeah. I think they'll look to get him out on loan, but who would take him out on loan? Who would take him? I don't know. It's a really difficult one. You would keep him if he can offer you what he did against Chelsea, but it depends how he is in that dressing room. It really does, because if you're going to go and win and challenge for the league title, you need players who are not happy being out the side, but they're going to be encouraged. They're going to be, and then when they get the chance, they're going to. You look at Shaqiri today. I thought he really tried. I thought he really tried to have a go.
He puts a shift in.
He put a shift in, and I'm not saying that Daniel Sturridge didn't try, but his trying was trying to show everybody that he was trying. When I actually believe he could do more.
And if we could see it through the TV, then definitely the manager will pick that up as well.
I think the manager
knows.
I think the manager
knows what he has in Daniel Sturridge, and the key is, how does he get the best out of Daniel Sturridge? And he hasn't come up with a solution so far. That's not a criticism of Jurgen Klopp whatsoever. The only way that Daniel Sturridge will produce what he has shown us in the past, and there's been phases where you go, wow, this could be a great player. The only person that is going to make that happen again is Daniel Sturridge. I don't think he's hungry. I don't think he's particularly bothered. I think he's almost gone into that comfort zone. Let's be honest. He's available. He is available.
Correct.
There's no two ways about it. How many clubs have come in for Daniel Sturridge? Well, none to the best of my knowledge.
Well, I wouldn't. I think that you've hit it on the nail. I mean, it's about hunger. And listen, he must want to play football because it's the best job in the world. It's the best job in the world. You're at Liverpool Football Club. It's a magnificent club to play for. Big club. You've got an opportunity against Huddersfield. Do you know what you want to do? There's an hat-trick, Gaffer. Leave me out the next game if you dare. Hey, Marnie's looking at that. He's thinking there's no problem. But I tell you what, Marnie will come back in and he'll put a shift running back. Firmino will put a shift in running back. You've seen Salah, right? I'll tell you the difference. Watch Company play against Burton Albion in the League Cup. Oh, my God. That is the difference why they're winning the league title. You've got the captain of the club, captain of Belgium, coming back in the League Club at Burton Albion, busting his neck in the game. Sets the tone for the rest of the club.
And that would summarise Sturridge's performance in this game when he got that silly yellow card when he lobbed the ball over the net.
Petulance.
Yeah, just kind of almost a I'm not particularly bothered attitude. And for me, in the modern game, actually in football over the years, there's no place for that.
Well, I'll give you a question. Huddersfield haven't won in 13 games, can't score a goal. I bet they're having a talk in there because they're best of mates, and I bet Klopp has said to him, if you want Sturridge, you can have him. I bet he's turned round Wagner and said, no thanks, I'll leave that one.
Gentlemen,
120 grand a week, he has said no chance, not touching that one.
Gentlemen, the question then will arise, and I asked you, should I ask this question? Because if you believe social media, then things most likely will happen. But just in case, I came across this article, or rather this picture on social media, and it was just a fan site, a Liverpool fan site on Instagram, stating that, listen, Firmino off to Barcelona, once Suarez is past his prime, he looked like the perfect fit. So in case a club comes calling for Firmino and he leaves, Liverpool are in trouble then, by what we've just discussed.
They won't sell him.
Well, they wouldn't. Liverpool aren't going to let one of their top players go unless they have either somebody else in position or about to come into position.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No.
So whatever it is, hold on to Firmino, and if someone comes calling, bye-bye Daniel Sturridge.
Oh, nobody's going to take Daniel Sturridge. Nobody's going to take. By the way, nobody is going to take. The only way you take Daniel Sturridge is if you haven't got to pay his salary. That's the only way you take him, and then But why would you take? You've seen him when he went on loan to West Brom. I think it was Alan Pardew who took him. Thought he's got a bit of quality, could help us out. Did he play? How many games did he play? 3 games?
Well, he got injured very soon. Maybe he went part injured. I don't know. But and of course, an injury isn't necessarily the player's fault. Of course, so we're not blaming him for that. But you know, if I want to bring a player into my club, I need him to have an impact. If I bring Daniel Sturridge into my club, is he going to have an impact? Is he going to have a positive impact? Is he going to liven players up? Is he going to show a great work ethic? Is he going to set the standard? I don't think so.